I got a serious question for y'all, and this might cause some controversy, but why should I support people that don't support me? Now think about that question before I get into what I'm going to talk about. Because this whole thing with RG3, Ron Clark, I held off on it for a few days, but thinking about the situation brings me to a whole another point. And basically to break down the situation for people that don't know what's going on, Ron Clark attacked RG3 saying that he don't know, since he's married to a white woman, he's not around black women, so he doesn't know the struggles of black women, this and that. But RG3 has black sisters, he has a black mom, so how can you say that he don't know the struggles of what black women go through? Ryan Clark is a black man who has a kid by a white woman. So how can you say that about RG3, but don't say anything about yourself? So in that sense, you're a hypocrite, because you could be looked at the exact same way by other black people. And there's so many people attacking RG3 saying, well, he don't support black women, this and that, because he's married to a white woman. But if rappers say, oh, I want to date black women because I look at them as my sisters, that whatever, it's cool because it's a lyric, so you play it off like it's cool. But if that same rapper dating a white woman, you're going to try to make a problem out of it. But in the song, he acknowledged that he looks at black women as a sister, so why would he date a black woman? See, it's like people are really pick and choose what they want to support and who they want to support. Why should I support somebody just because? Like when I have, like looking at, to use certain examples, my favorite basketball player is Trae Young. Did I just choose Trae Young because he's a mixed curly haired 5'10" dude? No. Trae Young became my favorite basketball player because I watched him play in college. I enjoyed watching his game, so I wanted to follow along with his career. Carson Wentz used to be my favorite football player. He's the reason I became an Eagles fan. He's a white guy. What does that say about me? It doesn't say anything. That's just what I enjoy watching. You shouldn't support if you're going to support somebody, support them for a reason. Obviously, I'm a black person. I want to see black excellence. When it is black excellence, whether it's sports, whether it's a black person being a lawyer, this or that, that's cool. I like to see that because of what black people went through. But I'm not just going to get up here and defend O.J. Simpson or R. Kelly or Deshaun Watson just because they're black. That's stupid. It's like people have a problem with RG3 being married to a white woman, not sticking up for black women. And I'm going to talk about that certain situation. I'm going to get to that. But if it's women on TikTok, on Instagram, any social media, and then they're complaining about they're talking about the type of hairstyle they like on the guy. Like, it shouldn't make a difference whether I have a taper fade or dreadlocks. If you like me for who I am, you should like me regardless of what my hairstyle is. Like, it's stupid stuff like that nobody wants to talk about. And the situation of how we got here is because a lot of these guys that cover sports talk about sports that they don't watch. Neither Ron Clark or RG3 are watching the WNBA. So for them to speak on the WNBA was stupid in itself. Like, RG3 should have never said nothing about it. Ron Clark shouldn't have said nothing about it, because it's clear that they're not watching the product. He was talking about Alyssa Thompson, and he was saying her name wrong. He kept saying Aaliyah Thomas. That's not her name. It's Alyssa Thomas. Forgive me for almost messing it up. But yeah, two guys talking about stuff they shouldn't even be covering. Like this, y'all aren't in the space to be talking about women's basketball when you aren't watching it, with the whole Angel Reese thing and her and that foul with Caitlin Clark. Like, people made such a big deal out of that. Like, I wasn't finna make a video specifically about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. There's tension, there's beef, is there a rivalry? No, they're not on the same level. Caitlin Clark is a much better player, but that doesn't mean that Angel Reese is bad. Angel Reese is still a solid player. She's the WNBA's Rudy Gobert. She might not give you a lot offensively, but defensively she's gonna be great, and she's gonna get you some rebounds. Not just some, she's gonna get you rebounds, and she's gonna be a double-double machine, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Caitlin Clark, we're looking at, the way I look at Caitlin Clark is kind of like a Steph Curry or a Damian Lillard. Like, far better players than a Rudy Gobert, but that doesn't diminish Angel Reese. Like, Caitlin Clark is elite, while Angel Reese is just a good player, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're in two different categories. I don't think it's a rivalry between them, but that doesn't mean that Angel Reese is bad. Like, people that calling her bad just aren't watching basketball. They aren't watching WNBA basketball. Because you preach that you love basketball, but then you'll say you don't want to watch the Pacers and OKC in the finals. So don't tell me that you love basketball, because you don't. But that's just that situation specifically of how we all got here. But my thing is, how can I show support to people that don't show support to me? I, the last few summers, at my job, which I don't work at anymore, had 20 co-workers. The only person that was white was my boss, and I'm not even counting her. So still 20 black people. No, I do YouTube content because I've talked about it before. Only one person said we should go subscribe to a channel, and I've talked about it constantly. It said people trying to give me advice about stuff, and they not in the game, but they ain't even showing support. And there's certain people that, and I'm not saying that you have to play in the game to give advice, like that one Wiz Khalifa weird. Like, you cannot be in the game or like the field, or you get what I'm trying to say, and give advice. Like my homie Jake can give me some advice, I'ma listen, because that's my homie and he supports what I do. We've been homies since 2nd grade, probably longer. And if he gives me some advice, I'ma listen, because I know he's looking out for my best interest to help me. And I know that he's been commenting on my videos before, gave me good advice before. But somebody who's my co-worker, who I've known for a few years, they're not even doing content themselves, and they're not even showing support to my channel. Why should I take advice from them? What sense does that make? So you want this thing that we support all black people just because we're black, but even when all my co-workers know what I'm doing, only one person is trying to show support. Maybe then down the line, the next year later, it's still 20 co-workers, it's still just 3 people showing support. Like, I shouldn't have, like, you're showing, I posted a poll on my Instagram story before I made my channel. Would people be interested if I made a YouTube channel and what they watch? A lot of people said yes. Most of them people don't comment on the videos, and they all know that I make content because I always post it on my story afterwards. Another example, because I'm not going to use other people as examples. I'm just make this mainly about me, of why I can't just support somebody just because they're black. Because I've did that before. I've tried doing that, and that messed my hair up. If y'all paid attention to the videos like a few months ago when I had my locks, when I didn't have my hair braided right now, it messed my hair up. Maybe you couldn't tell, but that came from me supporting another black woman in business, because she's using too much product. So who's that on? It goes both ways. Because I'm not the one doing my hair. Now, I could have noticed it earlier, but I didn't. But that same person that did my hair was using too much product. So at the end of the day, I can't support. It's hard for me to support people that aren't supporting me. And then you can say, well, oh, you support athletes, this and that. Well, obviously, I'm a sports analyst, so I'm going to have my favorite teams. But I'm not picking my favorites just because, oh, they're this or that. It's because I genuinely enjoy watching them. John Cena and Randy Orton got me into wrestling. And then I saw AJ Styles, and I seen some matches of his from TNA, and that made me become an AJ Styles fan. So it's not, so you said, like, you can't say, well, you don't have no, like, they don't say nothing about me because I don't have any black wrestlers as my favorites in my top 3. Like, Kofi Kingston is one of my favorites, but he doesn't have to be top 3. Like, it's hard to support people when. And then one last thing before I get out of here, and please answer the question in the comment section below. If you disagree, let me know. But black people are killing each other every day. Black people are beefing with each other every day, getting into fights with each other every day. It's like nothing is. Trump pardoned YoungBoy to get on the side of the young people. He didn't do that because he cares about NBA YoungBoy. He doesn't. He just wants to be on the side of the young people. And he's smart for that. But black people are constantly put against each other every day in some type of way and killing each other every day. So we're supposed to just support everybody when you have people like Deshaun Watson, R. Kelly, O.J. Simpson, etc., etc. So it's like, I can't just support somebody just because they're black. Like, I'm going to support somebody based on if I actually like them. Like, race should not be a determining factor in what you support. And that's just my opinion. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I think the RG3 and Ron Clark situation was blown way out of proportion. And Ron Clark was in the wrong in that situation, and he should have apologized. But at the end of the day, that's just how I feel about it. Let me know what y'all think. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel on the road to 400.